underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Watson to give. This is Johnson. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Johnson.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back in.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
38-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the 1st quarter with no score.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Down at the 41. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon,
5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 44, Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Deontay Harris.
A big play there. 58 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
7. Texans nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
31.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down.
2nd and 6 from the 10. And Cooks has it over the middle.
That's good.
First down Texans. Watson hook it up with Cooks. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson taking it in. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
He was tackled.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Hill shedding the tackle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light day. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Eric Murray. And that bridge just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To Johnson again. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A loss of 4.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Mike 52.
On 4th down, Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. DeMario Davis, and the Saints will have the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans.
On the carry.
Alvin Kamara, 39 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
Fake extra point.
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Great tackle that time by P.J. Hall. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense.
And Brees is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. Buying time to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Saints.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now Brees again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Brees now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Murray, the ball carrier.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They run from the shotgun with Murray, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? It got his man complete. The 20, 10. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 77 yards. First and goal. A touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They go to Johnson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get